boy. I think I'm live, guys. It's telling me to rotate my device. Okay. Ha! Look at this. I figured out how to go live on YouTube, not even Facebook. I hope that I'm live anyway. So, see, this is different. On Facebook, I can see where everybody's commenting and stuff. Here, I'm blind as a bat. I can't tell if anybody can even see me or not. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But while I'm waiting to see if anybody pops up here, because I've never used this venue before, so I just want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody for joining me on Saturday. Bear with me while I try to fix this camera. I don't know. This new equipment, new camera stuff, guys. Sorry about this. But for all of you who are here that are from Facebook, thank you so much. This is so cool because I've been having some trouble with Facebook recently. So, if we can make this work on YouTube, I will be very happy. So, okay, what do I want to say? Get to the point. Hello. I guess I'm going to be here on Tuesday as well, and probably on YouTube as well. So I hope that everybody can get themselves used to this venue. I hope it's just as easy for you guys to find me as it was on Facebook. I'm so not technological, but hopefully this works. So thank you to everybody that's here. Before I start taking some calls, because I am definitely going to take some calls and give some free readings. I guess I should say, for those of you that don't know how this works, while I'm live, make sure you check the date and the time on this video, but while I'm live, if you call the number that I've posted on the video, on the description in the video, I will absolutely give you a free live medium reading. It's pretty straightforward. Before I take any calls, I just want to talk a little bit about the Mother's Day event that I have coming up next weekend on Saturday. So we're not full yet because Facebook stopped me from being allowed to advertise on Facebook for whatever reason. Somebody in Facebook land didn't like me. So, hold on, guys. Hold on. So anyway, or the Mother's Day event, if you haven't heard about it yet, I'm doing a live group reading for 50 people. Excuse me, my cat. Sorry. Live group reading for 50 people. And I'm giving away all kinds of gift certificates. There's going to be some free readings given away, some 50% off readings given away, some all the mothers that come are going to be given 15% off gift certificates, and I'm just really excited to passing on a bunch of messages and spending 3 hours with all of you. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, definitely give me a call and we'll get that going soon. I'm just going to jump right in and start taking messages, guys. Okay? Sounds good to me. Hello?
Hi, I'm calling in for the free live reading.
Hi. What's your first name?
It's Tammy.
Tammy. Okay. So have you ever called in for a reading with me before, Tammy?
I've tried but never got through.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so you're the first caller in today. I'm just going to take those glasses off and get myself started here. So what I like to do to begin with is to start with a little grounding exercise. So if I could get you to put both feet flat on the floor for me. And then I'd like you to take a deep breath, but I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe and slowly pulling it all the way up through your body and then blow it straight through the phone at me. And then just give me 1 minute to focus.
Okay.
Okay, though that was a little bit interesting how this information came through, I have to say. Very interesting. Okay, so So I'm trying to talk and they're talking over me. There's a very excited gentleman here right away. Like, I'm not even, I can't even get totally fixed into his energy yet because there's so much emotion around him getting through. He's like, so he's more excited than you are that you got through here. Put
I
it that
know.
way. You know who he is, don't you? Because he's like,
Yeah.
she's waiting for me, Tracy. That's what he said. There's definitely so much love between you and him. Usually, how I try to do this is that when spirit steps forward, I ask them to validate how they passed away rather than me trying to guess relationship. But sometimes they just do their own thing. And he's kind of skipping how he passed away, and he's just expressing so much love, 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 and reassurance. And he's kind of saying that before we even get this reading started, you need to have that reassurance before we even get started. Does that make sense to you?
Sure.
Pardon me?
My husband passed away, so.
Okay, so it's definitely there's something, but why do I feel like you need that reassurance that it's okay before we even get started? Does that make sense to you? Almost.
Probably because I've been scared to talk to you, I guess.
Oh, okay. That would see, he knows that because the thing is about spirit is that they can hear your thought. So if you've been afraid to phone to hear what he might have to say, then he knows that, which would be why he's like offering love and reassurance right off the hop.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on a second. Slow down. He's like, he's got some personality, I'll tell you. He's almost making
Oh,
me
he does.
He's almost making me blush. Like he's like teasing me but being funny, and he's like, "See, Tracy, if you're going to give a reading, you got to be the first one through the gate and you got to make an entrance." Like I feel like
That's
he's
him.
performing if
Last
that
clown he was.
Okay, so that would make sense for his personality because I feel like he's performing with me here.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. There's so much gratitude. He's like thanking you over and over and over and over and over again. He's thanking you for calling in. He's thanking you, thanking you, thanking you. Because I feel like this is something. Why does he keep showing me picking up the phone and putting it down? I'm picking up the phone and putting it down. Almost like this is something you've been wrestling with for some time.
Yeah, I have been.
Okay, hold on. Is that a will? What the hell is this? Hold on a second. Excuse my language.
That's okay.
I don't know how to explain this, but he shows me like paperwork, and I feel like it's almost like his will. And then he goes, I put it all down right here for you. Why are you stressing about it? You know what to do. You know what to do. Why are we stressing about this? So I don't know how to explain this. It's like there's something that you're stressing about. I don't know if it's like you're wondering what. Okay, let me just slow.
I was stressing about it, wondering what to do and not to do. But we have already got that figured out and already done, so.
It's funny, as you're saying this, he's showing me my symbol for thank you, and I feel like this huge relief. And then as he says that, or as you say that, he's showing me two children. Slow this
Yes.
down.
Yeah, we have two children.
So there's a boy and a girl, because he kisses the boy
Yeah.
and the girl. He's acknowledging both. Okay, so give me just a second. He showed me some things very quickly that I want to make sure I get this right before I spew it. So hold on. So he's showing me an airplane. Slow this down. I'm feeling very guilty. Okay, slow this down. Okay, so the best way I can describe this is this. He shows me an airplane, and then I feel like somebody took a trip somewhere or something to do with this airplane or something to do with the trip. And then the feeling is that there is guilt. Like I feel guilty for taking this trip or okay then. Sorry, I just got interrupted. He corrected me and put an S at the end of this. So there's been more than one. And then he's like, but here's the thing. If you've done everything that you need to do, then you don't feel guilty. Like he's like, why are you feeling guilty? He's like, you've on this is again he's showing me like this will or this paperwork or whatever this is. It's almost like he's talking. Okay, I know how to explain this. It's like he's trying to say that when he passed away, you guys had discussed what he wanted, which would be why I keep seeing the will. The will would be a representation of what his wishes were and what you guys had discussed, correct?
Yeah.
And so then the feeling is that after he passes, I don't know why it feels like you were unable to make all of those all of those expectations. You were unable to meet them. Almost like it was harder to do something than I thought it would be, or I stressed about if I should or I shouldn't. And so then when I take a trip, I feel guilty, but it's almost like he's saying, you know what, if you just do everything the way that we decided together, then you're not going to have any guilt. And he's like, I don't want you to live with guilt. That's not what I want. So just do everything the way that we discussed it. What a tip.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to just notice for anybody who's watching and whatnot and on my own specific thing. Your husband's coming through to say, just do it the way we talked about it, sweetie, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
I almost want to smack him. Hold on. Okay, so he gets a little bit more emotional. He shows me my symbol for spinning you around, which is my symbol for somebody who has started working out or eating healthy or exercising.
Yep.
And he wants to acknowledge that he knows about that. He's telling you that you look good.
That's awesome. I lost 30 pounds, so.
There you go. So please know that he knows about this on the other side. And he's like, for goodness sake, can we just talk about the elephant in the room? Okay, hold on. That sounds heavy. Give me a second here. Oh, okay. So he talks about the person to the side, and then he says, you just need to know that I just want you to be happy. So anybody that's going to be in your life needs to have that respect for you and for my children. And that's all I care. If they respect my children and they respect you, then I'm happy for you. The one thing I don't want for you is to be alone for the rest of your life. But the other thing that I don't want is for, how do I explain that? Hold on. He's going really fast. I don't want my death to tear my family apart and have my children on one side and my wife on the other. So it's almost like he's trying to support you, but at the same time trying to support the whole family. He's like saying that the whole family has to be on the same page. Slow down until we're on the same page. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, it does. I'm kind of was in a friendship and my kids didn't like him, so.
Okay.
It was causing some issues, yeah. But I think it's over, so.
Well, he's saying slow down until everybody is on the same page because he wants everybody to be happy. But he's kind of pulling his energy back. What is the connection with music? Because as he's starting to pull his energy back, I'm hearing like and seeing guitar.
I'm not sure.
Hold on.
I've been a couple times when I get depressed, I listen to music. Could be, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
Hold on.
But I'm not a big music person. He was.
Okay, so that's just the answer right there. Because all I know is that as he starts to pull his energy back a little bit, he starts to play the music, and I'm seeing guitar and like music and just music, right? So he's making it a point that this is who he was. So it's not specifically guitar, it's just music. And that's something that resonated with him. Slow this down. Aw, you know what he just said? He said that the one thing you have to understand is he doesn't want you to be alone for the rest of your life. He knows that you'd be no good that way. And he said that would be such a waste because you're such a beautiful soul.
He's seeing it. I'm not dealing with it well.
Aw, honey. The impression that I'm getting is that he's very much trying to reassure that there is absolutely somebody else coming into your life that's going to fit. He's showing me like the pieces of a puzzle, and that it's like just because that one piece didn't fit doesn't mean that the next one won't. And to just breathe and trust that just because you can't see how it's going to happen and turn out right now doesn't mean that it's not going to turn out okay. But somebody is definitely coming into your life that will fit all of the pieces. He's like, and so if somebody comes into your life that, doesn't get along with the kids or doesn't have that respect for you, and he's emphasizing the respect for you. That seems to be the big deal here. So I know you said you're just on a bit of a breakup or whatever from...
Well, it's not, he's just a friend and...
Right, but it still hurts, right? And it still feels like there's some type of respect issue there.
Yeah, I think there is.
And he's talking about how that the next guy that comes into your world is going to respect you and is going to get along with the kids, and that you don't have to accept or settle for less. He's like, don't you dare settle for less, because you are everything. And he's like, it's going to be somebody pretty special that actually deserves you, not the other way around.
Yeah, it's hard after you've been with a great guy. It's hard.
You gotta know that his little ego loved that, hey? When you said that, his little ego loved that. I saw him do this. Oh yeah, of course, the best of the best. He's like, just know, he's definitely pulling his energy back. And he's like, just know that his soul is still with you from the other side. And he's like, can you just let her know she's not making these decisions on her own? Like, I feel like he keeps hearing, he's showing me the whispering of the ear, so he's hearing what you're saying to him. And there's something about, like, why aren't you here to help me with this? Why aren't you here to tell me what to do? Why aren't you here to help me with this? And
I tell him that all the time. I'm like, can you please help me out?
He's like, I'm here. Just listen. Just listen to the signs and the symbols, and you will know.
Okay. And is he playing with my lights? Did he tell you that?
That's the signs and the symbols, sweetie. See, Spirit will get they don't usually touch lights. Usually they will do things that are a little more coincidental or whatnot.
It's dim, like the lights just dim.
Yes. However...
It's not just at my house. When I went to my friend's house, it did the same thing.
Yes, they will stoop to that level, I should say. I call it stooping to that level because it takes a lot of energy for them to do that kind of stuff. But if they've been trying to send you signs and symbols and you're not understanding and recognizing them, then they will absolutely step up the game to something like dimming the lights.
Okay.
So just know that's him, that's his soul, and he's trying to let you know that he's there with you at that exact moment. And don't settle. Because you're worth more than that.
Okay, thanks.
Have a great day, hon.
You too, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Hello? Hello?
First name is Dee.
Hello?
Oh, okay. Hi.
Are you calling for the free readings?
Yes.
Okay, can you turn the video down in the background for me, please?
Okay, hold on. Hello?
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 Are you calling for the free readings?
Yes.
Okay, you had somebody else dialing for you?
Yes.
I love that. That's so awesome. What's your first name?
Clayton Russell.
Clayton. Okay, Clayton. Okay, so first of all, take a deep breath for me because I can feel your nerves. I can just feel your little heart just a pumping. Were you not expecting to get through?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Clayton, before we start, I like to start with a little grounding exercise, if you don't mind. It just helps me get focused on your energy. So, if I can get you to sit with both feet flat on the floor for me, and then I'd like you to take a deep breath, but I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blowing it straight through the phone at me, and then just give me 1 minute to focus. And yeah, they're already talking. Okay. Yeah. So you have like two families right away that are coming through, making this very clear that there's like two families or two sides of the family that step forward immediately. So hold on a
Yeah.
second. They're talking about the impact or the sudden or unexpected death, the passing that was happened way too quick. So they're hold on, I'm not sure. Sometimes spirit does this when they first step forward. It's just a whole mess of information. It takes me a minute to figure it out. Give me a second here, okay?
Yes.
How do you understand the tragedy or the accident with the person who's young? Or like when I say young, I mean that they didn't live to an old age or when we think that they should pass. They were younger when they pass it. But
It
it's
was my cousin Johnny,
okay. Cuz
died of a young age.
he's definitely stepping forward. Very like I can just feel all this tragedy around him, right? And the snapping of the fingers that it was quick or unexpected and that he was younger when he passed. So give me a second. He's the first person to step forward, but he's not the only person here. So this down.
Yes.
It's pretty cute because his energy is like he's like, dude. And then he says nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what else are you gonna say? He's like, that's it. And I'm like, what do you mean that's it? So was he kind of like a quiet guy here in the physical world?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
He was.
He's saying that word to me again, dude. Like, how do you understand that word?
He was always he was always like that. Just hey bro, how's it going, bro? Hey bro.
Bro,
That's what
okay.
he means. Yeah.
Because that's exactly how he presents himself to me here. Hold on. The feeling around him is that he's definitely safe and at peace on the other side. I feel like he's been there for quite some time, though. Like it's been a little
Yeah,
while now. Pardon?
It was just last year.
Interesting, because he's making me feel like he's all settled in nicely. That's the way he puts it, is like, I'm settled in all nicely over here now. Which makes me think he's been there for a long time. Hold on.
Yes, and
He's also, okay, so there's a couple other things going on here. He's also acknowledging that I think he's trying to tell me the people that he's with on the other side. There is a lady there with him that he's very much acknowledging being happy to be reunited with. I don't know if this is his auntie or if this would be your auntie, but I'm hearing auntie.
it's his auntie. It's our auntie actually.
Okay.
She went
Sorry, she what?
a long time ago.
Okay, that actually makes sense to me because what was happening is as she was stepping closer to him, when I said it feels like he's been there for a very long time, that would be her energy that I'm picking up, which is why she clarifies that, or he's showing me that it's her, because now he's showing me that this is her and I'm hearing auntie, so that makes sense. Okay, so hold on. She's like stepping forward and with my symbol for pride. She's showing me how proud she is of you. Hold on. Slow this down. She's like, you got this, you got this, you got this. Oh my God, you got this. She's showing me my symbol for the test on the fridge, which is basically my symbol for achievement, which means that you have accomplished something recently. But it feels like you're at the beginning of this journey and it's only going to get better from here. You've made some kind of sacrifice or some kind of change recently that she's really wanting to acknowledge that she's extremely proud of you for and not to give up. Do you understand what she's talking about here?
Yes, I just recently became a dad.
Aww.
I quit drinking and drugs and all that.
That's where I'm feeling more of that. That's the change she's talking about. This stability, let's call it, that you've reintroduced yourself to. And I feel like that's why she's saying just don't give up, because there's moments where it's really hard. And see, the thing is, spirit can hear your thoughts. So when you're wavering in your head and you're going, should I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I? Should I go back? Should I just go have a drink? Like, this is too much. And the spirit hears that. And so your auntie, with your cousin, I have to say, is standing there right beside her. They're both like, you got this, man. You got this. You got this. Like, if you could picture them putting on cheerleading outfits. They're like your cheerleaders on the other side.
Yeah, they always tell me to keep my head up.
They just showed me to say thank you, and they pointed to beside you. So is the girl that answered the phone when she first got through, is that your girlfriend or your wife?
Yes.
So they're thanking her for being in your life, because they're letting you know that they're giving her some of the credit for the changes that you've made. Slow this down.
Oh.
They're like, thank you for kicking him in the ass, is basically what they said. It's almost like she was strong enough to let you go, and that's what made you fight for her. Does that make sense?
Yes, I did. I let go of a lot of stuff
Pardon me?
to be with her. I let go of a lot of stuff just to be with her.
Aw. So I hope that you know that your family on the other side absolutely knows this. It's interesting. Spirit just, I try, you guys have to understand, I try to keep these messages to like 10, 15 minutes a person, but Spirit does what they want. And like, I'm trying to like let her pull her energy back, but the gentleman that's also here, he really wants a chance to speak. And this would be the older father figure person. He's definitely above you, not under you. So give me a second here. He's laboring my breath, so there was definitely a breathing issue here in the physical world. And then he snaps his fingers, so his passing was quick or unexpected. So sometimes when Spirit shows me those two symbols, both back to back, that can mean heart attack or along those lines. Sorry about my phone ringing in the background. Do you know who this is to you?
No, I don't. I only know that my other cousin, he passed away years ago too, and it was suddenly, but it wasn't heart attack, it was a gunshot.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting that. This would be like this is definitely above you. This would be like grandfather, uncle, something like that. And it's the person that had the breathing issue or that couldn't breathe very well here in the physical world. He's definitely, well, that was interesting. He showed me two things. He showed me like, So, okay, well, oh, see, this is the tough part about doing readings over the phone because I don't know, right? I've never met you. I got a first name and that's it. But they're showing me the feather my symbol for the native culture is a feather, and I'm seeing that feather. So, first of all, do you have some type of connection to the native culture?
Yes, I'm Shuswap.
Okay, that would be why they're showing me the feather. And then, now, you have to forgive me, and anybody who's watching this, please forgive me for my ignorance, because I don't have the knowledge that I wish I did to have the right words for this, but I don't mean to insult anybody when I say what I say. But the other thing that they keep showing me would be a symbol of, like, what I would think of as, like, a wise elder or, like a chief or something. Do you know what I mean? Like in a native tribe or something, like the older person in the tribe, like the wise person of, I don't know what the right words are because I'm not as connected to that culture, but do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out who.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing around that is that they show me that whoever this person is, he feels like he's way above you, first of all, which is why I kept saying like dad or grandfather or whatever. But the point of this seems to be that whatever this journey is that you're on right now is higher than you, and that you have more help from people that are connected to you that you may not even know here in the physical world, but that are trying to help you move this forward, because if they help you, they help a lot more people, because your destiny is going to be helping people. I don't know how to explain that to you. There's this energy around you that it's extremely important for you to get your shit together, so to speak, because if you do, you can help so many people in this world. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, now I understand.
Okay. Because there's a sternness with this man that he just needs you to understand that this is real, that this is not like that these signs, like I feel like you've been getting little messages and little intuition, and that you've known that you're supposed to walk this harder path. It's just been like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? And he's also showing me the restriction of the throat. So I don't know if you've even voiced this to very many people yet about what this is that you really do want to do with your life. But he wants you to know that you have all the support of God and the other side and spirit, and everyone, the universe is trying to help you accomplish this, because it's not just you, it's other people.
Yes.
They're pulling.
I understand.
Good. Because they're pulling their energy back, and that's where they're going to leave it. So I hope that that was helpful.
Yes, thank you. And I understand now.
Perfect. Well, you have an amazing day.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's weird. I feel like I just got my butt kicked. That man was serious, let me tell you. Okay. I can't read the numbers, guys, because I don't have my glasses on. Here we go. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Are you calling for the free readings?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get you to turn the video down in the background, though, for me, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. So what is your first name?
It's Tamarel.
Sorry, help me here. Tamarel?
Yes.
Okay, good. I said it right. Yay. Okay. So I'd like to start with a little grounding exercise, if that's okay.
Yep.
Okay, you weren't expecting to get through either, hey?
Nope.
It's so funny because when people first call, I feel this huge wash of like, I want to puke right now. It's hard to explain. So this grounding exercise really helps me help you get calm.
Okay.
So if you can sit with both feet flat on the floor for a minute.
Yep.
And then I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe. Slowly pull that all the way up through your body and then blow it straight through the phone at me. And then give me a minute to focus.
Okay.
Okay. Two things. One, I want to start with the male that I think is on the other side. Hold on. There's two figures that came through really quickly together. There's a male, there's a female. One feels older, one feels younger. They're just going so fast, I have to separate them and slow them down. So give me just a minute here. Slow down. Okay, so I keep hearing this song in my head, and Spirit is changing some of my symbols up on me. And so I'm not sure if this is actually related to the song itself or if this is related to the person. Because, okay, I sound like I'm babbling. Let me just say this. Has your father passed away?
No.
Okay, so it's about the song itself. Okay, so give me a second. Trying to understand the signs and symbols from spirit is often like trying to understand a 3-person game of charades.
Yeah.
So, okay, slow this down. Oh, I see. Okay, so remember I said there was an older, younger, a male, a female, and then I'm hearing this symbol for father. So what I think is going on right now is the female is trying to let me know that she has reunited with her father on the other side. So hold on a second. As I do that, I want to say, okay, interesting how the energy gets clarified as we go. So as I focus on her energy, she's showing me taking deep breaths that she can breathe free and clear here in the physical world. I don't think she was younger when she passed. I think she was younger than the man that she was talking about, the father, when she was coming through. That's why she said she was younger. Because this absolutely feels like somebody that's above you. So like mother, grandmother, etc.
Yeah, that could make sense.
Because like she's taking the deep breaths, she's letting me know she can breathe free and clear on the other side. There's a very big nurturing mother kind of feel that goes towards you, where she feels very excited to let you know that she's here, but at the same time she felt very excited to let you know that she was reunited with her father and her parents on the other side. Like somebody needed to know that she was at peace and reunited on the other side. She's laughing at me right now. Hold on, I think I might be misinterpreting who the guy is because she's laughing at me like this. Hold on. So am I correct in thinking that this would be a grandmother figure that had the breathing issue?
I do have a grandmother that passed away, but she didn't have a breathing issue that I know of.
Okay, so who had the breathing issue? That is the older lady then?
I don't know. I was really young when she passed away.
I see. Actually, you know what? That makes more sense to me why this is. So my normal practice, and if you've watched my videos before, you know this, is that when spirit steps forward, I get them to tell me how they passed away right away.
Mm-hmm.
So if they step forward and they're trying to tell me who they are by offering a bunch of different symbols, then that's often because you don't understand how they passed away or you don't know how they passed away. So that could actually make sense to me. So let me just stop. This is, as a medium, this is where it can be tough. I want to run my own agenda. I get used to doing things a certain way and they're telling me I have to do it a different way. So give me just a minute here. If I let the need to validate how she passed away, if I let that go, the sense of nurturing that she's providing around you is overwhelming, I have to say.
Well, that's good to know.
The reason being would be that usually when I see spirit provide this type of overwhelming nurturing around somebody is because they don't have it in their physical world, or spirit is acknowledging that this has just been reintroduced into their world.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Slow this down. It's interesting. Okay, so she's been on the other side for quite some time, correct?
Yeah.
Because the way that it's very weird to see them layer it like this. It's not unusual for spirit to step forward and the person who's been there the longest steps forward first to bring forward the person that we really want to come forward. That way you know that they've never been alone on the other side. There was always somebody else there with them. But in this situation, it feels like a triple thing. It's like the grandmother is so you must, oh, I know why she's doing that. You must still have family that's alive here in the physical world okay, because she's validating for them. Okay, This is where live readings are a lot trickier than personal private readings because they know that this information can get to your family. So they will validate whoever the heck they want, whether or not it makes sense to you or not.
Yeah.
So she's validating that she is reunited with the father figure on the other side. She is, slow this down. Give me a second. I think I opened up something I didn't mean to open up. I just gave permission for a whole lot of spirit to break through on your reading here, and that's not what I meant to do. So give me a second while I try to close this, okay?
Okay.
Slow that down. Okay, that was interesting. I'm back where I was, thank God, because I don't know how I did that, but somehow I opened it up so I could hear. The synchronicity was overwhelming. You're not going to understand what I'm saying. I'll have to have a very long talk with my friend Tammy after, who's the only person that even halfway understands my spirit conversation. So if I go back to where she was before all of that happened, she's talking about the nurturing. And the reason I think is because you don't have enough of it in your world right now. Or actually, even as I say that, she said you went a long time without it in your world, and she has to acknowledge that it's about time.
Okay. Yeah.
The thing here is that she's okay, she's safe, she's at peace on the other side. She's talking about the lady that's still here in the physical world. She's putting a white blanket around her shoulders, which is my symbol for somebody who's had health or stress issues here in the physical world. So she's watching over them.
Okay.
There's, she keeps showing me my symbol for privacy. And I feel like there's a lot more that this person would have to say if she wasn't live. And not just her, but there's somebody else there that I feel like this would be one of those readings that would be a lot different if we weren't live.
Okay.
Sometimes when that happens, it either means that the person themselves is going through a lot of pain, or it means that they went through a painful situation in the past that spirit wants to get into, but not in a public setting.
Okay.
Would that make sense for you?
Yeah. Depending who that's coming from.
Exactly, right? And they won't even through all the way because they don't want public harm. So please just know I'm going to let this go from here because I have a feeling that we're going to speak again. And if I had any time this next week before my Mother's Day event, I would say just call me tomorrow and we'll do this private reading because I can feel the importance of the emotional need to fix that, if that makes sense, or have the closure from that. But A, it's more time than I can give it here in this setting. B, it's too personal to do on a live thing. But C, it was worth it for spirit to let you get through so that you had the acknowledgement that they know that this needs to be addressed, and for them to be able to say to you how impressed and proud of you that they are for the changes that you have recently made.
Okay.
As they pull their energy back, they do want to acknowledge the child. So they're showing me bringing forward the child, and I'm seeing a pregnant belly. So somebody is about to have a baby, or there's a baby coming into the family soon. It doesn't quite feel like you. It feels underneath you. See, this is again, the disadvantage I have of being on the phone. I can't see if you're 18 or 48, but I get the feeling that this might be underneath you, like it's not your children. Are you trying to have children right now?
No. I have a young son. Like, he'll be 2 soon.
Okay.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who they're talking about.
That's who they're talking about. They're acknowledging the child and the pregnancy. Hold on. That's funny. I didn't even hear him until we started talking about him, and now I can hear him.
Yeah, he just came over.
That's so funny because she brought up the child right before that, right?
Yeah.
So this is her way of letting you know that she's aware of your life, that she's aware of your child. And I just feel this welcome baby, like welcome baby. And she keeps showing me the pregnant belly. So oftentimes when spirit shows me a pregnant belly, if after the fact, it can usually mean that it was a stressful pregnancy or that I was just really worried, or again, she's like offering a lot of nurturing while you're pregnant. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So she just wants you to know that you weren't alone.
Okay.
Oh, well, it was an interesting reading, but I hope it was helpful anyway. And I definitely hope that we are going to get a chance to speak again sometime, maybe in less of a private function, because I feel like that could be very healing for you.
Okay.
Oh, well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I can't even see what I'm doing here. If I even have time to take one more call. All right, you guys. One more. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm calling for the free reading.
Awesome. What is your first name?
Lisa.
Lisa. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was going to take this last call or not, hey? I was like, I don't know. And then as I'm sitting there, I just heard this lady go, you have to. And I was like, okay, I'm taking it.
There we go. My lucky day then.
There we go. Okay, so, all right. I like to start with a little bit of a grounding exercise. Sorry, I forgot your name already because I was already focused on your dead person. Sorry, what was your name again? Lisa, right.
Yeah.
So if I could get you to put both feet flat on the floor, and then I want you to take a deep breath, but I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blowing it straight through the phone at me. And then just give me 1 minute to focus. I want to talk about the lady that's on the other side. That was like in my ear before I even answered the phone. She's got some pretty strong energy, and she's pretty excited to be able to get through right now. There's a lot of gratitude around her. The first thing she does is show me the she's funny. She's like, I can play by the rules, Tracy. We won't make this hard on you. I can play by the rules. So she shows me the body scan, which is my symbol for that there was more than one thing wrong in the body and that there's great pain. She's doing this shake off. Like, there's no more pain. Like, I don't want you to think of me that way. I'm not in any pain anymore. Taking deep breaths, she can breathe free and clear. She's showing me my symbol for the C, which means cancer or some other type of debilitating disease, but she's also snapping her fingers, which is my symbol for sudden or unexpected. Like, even though it's almost like even though she lived with this pain for quite a while, we didn't expect that when she was going to pass when she did, and everything just happened so quick. Does this make sense to you?
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
I'm sorry. Does this make sense to you?
Yes. Yeah.
Who is this to you?
I'm pretty sure that's my aunt.
Okay. She's just a character, hey? Like, she's got so much energy.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I'm not even going to say that. No, I'm not going to say that. Slow that down. She's just so much at peace. She's like, I'm so happy to be on this side and so pain-free now. Like, literally, it's almost like okay, I have to say what she said. She jumps right in, slides in, like, I'm back, bitches. You know what I mean? Like, because now she can enjoy her life again.
Yeah. Oh.
Then she points to you and she's like, and so you said this is your auntie, right? Because
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
She's like, isn't my niece the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? And I'm like, I can't see her. And she's like, well, you'll have to take my word for it. She's gorgeous.
Oh.
She's like, but you need to say that again because she hasn't felt that way lately. She needs to feel that way again. She's like showing me you standing in front of the mirror and what you're saying to yourself and being a little bit down on yourself. So have you felt like a little bit out of shape or something recently?
Yes.
She's like, enough of that. She's like, you're beautiful. She's like, you're my niece. You've got my genes running through your body. She's taken this opportunity to bring the gentleman through. Slow this down. The gentleman comes through with rose-colored glasses. So rose-colored glasses are my symbol when they can see things differently on that side than they did when they were here in the physical world. Definitely has a father figure feel to him. Hold on, slow down. I don't know what that means. Slow that down. Ugh, confusion. My head just got very confused. So that's a symbol and a sign in itself. So there could have been an issue of dementia or Alzheimer's or just confusion towards the end.
It's probably my dad, and he actually died. He fell down 7 steps in massive head trauma, and he died.
There we go. That would be why my head is like spinning. So do you understand why he's coming through with the rose-colored glasses?
Yeah.
Okay, because he's like letting me know that it's extremely important to acknowledge, but he's not going to get into all of the details because it's not the forum for that. But he needs you to know that he acknowledges that he could have, should have, would have done things way differently. And then he shows me the I love you symbol, and he says it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so whenever spirit overemphasizes something, that's usually an indication that they didn't say it enough here in the physical world. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it was never said.
And so he's absolutely acknowledging that he knows that was wrong on the physical world. Now that he's on the other side, he knows that was wrong to do to you, because he's acknowledging that it created a void not just a void, it basically, the way he put it is that he's taking responsibility for not teaching you how to be loved, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Slow this down. So what I just saw him do was place the white blanket around the lady above your shoulders. So I'm thinking this would be mom. The white blanket is my symbol for somebody who has health or stress issues. But then I see him take her hand. So that would almost make me think that she is also on the other side, because...
Yes.
Okay. Because did he pass before her?
Yes.
Okay. Because that would make sense why he showed it to me in that way. Because he put the white blanket around her shoulders, showing me that he's watching over her on the other side, and then literally reached down and took her hand and pulled her up beside him. So it's his way of acknowledging that his soul was there to greet her when she got to the other side. And then they show me the handshake, that they've made peace on that side. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, because that would have been needed to be done.
That's the first thing she says. Your mom says, as soon as she's like, my daughter's if she's gonna believe that he's like greeted me on this side, you're gonna have to let her know we made peace, or she's not gonna believe that.
Yeah.
She's showing me thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your mom has a different feel to her. She has a lot of gratitude around you. You were definitely a lot closer with mom than dad, hey?
Yeah.
She said, thank you for everything that you did, and it is enough. You just need to know that you did enough. You did more than enough. So it's almost as if since she's been passed away that you keep saying to yourself that it wasn't enough. You could have done more. You could have done more. And she's saying that's enough. Stop saying that. You did enough. It was enough. And she just has nothing but gratitude. She shows me the gratitude again, and then she shows me my symbol for choices and decisions. So you had to make choices and decisions concerning her death?
No, she died suddenly, and I didn't get to her at all.
Why is she talking about the choice? Okay, so I'm going to go back and we'll.
I think her choice was that she had a DNR.
Oh, I see. Okay. Because she's talking about the. I see. That's why she. Okay. Because she's taking me to those two things, the feeling of I didn't do enough and the feeling of. Sorry, she just total. This is what it's like to live in a medium's brain. She just totally took that thought and rearranged it, and it started talking about something else. And I'm like, I was mid sentence. Thank you. Hold on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's like, just keep saying that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There was nothing else that could have been done. Slow that down. She keeps having to push this gratitude around the choices and decisions. So maybe what she's trying to say is thank you for respecting her decision around that then. Because she keeps showing me the same thing. Spirit won't let go of the symbol until you understand it. So I keep seeing gratitude and my symbol for choices and decisions. Gratitude, choices, and decisions. So very thankful, I guess, for you accepting her decision. Would that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Because the way she's putting that would make me seem like that was not an easy decision for you to make or for you to allow that to be. Like, what do you mean do not resuscitate? Like, what?
Yeah, because you always have that initial feeling that they could have done something else.
Right.
You know, if she didn't have that DNR, they could have saved her.
That's why she keeps saying it was enough. We did enough. We did enough. It was enough. It was enough.
Yeah. And I respected that because at least at the end she still had quality of life.
That's why she wouldn't let the symbol go, because and like I said, there was gratitude around the choices and decisions. She's extremely grateful that you allowed her to pass the way that she needed to pass.
Yes.
So, I don't know why she's playing wedding bells in my head. Hold on. I feel like the person that we didn't think was ever going to get married is going to get married, and that's just that. And it's almost like your mom is like, I'm coming down to tell you a little secret that we didn't know, but this person is going to get married.
I could think of my eldest daughter.
Okay, because it's like, it's somebody who's been alone for a long time, and it's definitely a female, and your mom is like, just to reassure you, she will get married. Don't worry. It's going to happen.
Yeah, that's who I would suspect.
Her way of letting you know that she's still participating in your life and in your children's life on the other side, just in a different way. You must have grandchildren already, though, correct?
Yes.
Because she's showing me the children, and she's talking about how excited and grateful she is to watch you be a grandmother. And she's showing me my symbol for distance. So do you have grandchildren that live far away as well?
Yes.
Because she's like showing me that she's watching over them, even if you don't get to see them all the time. But she's like, yay, soon, soon, soon. So there's a trip planned, or you guys are getting together soon.
Yes.
She knows about this, and she'll be going with you.
Sweet.
Oh, she's pulling her energy back. She's showing me that she has reunited with Dad again. And it felt very important that you know that they have made that peace on the other side. And that you know that your dad is definitely trying to acknowledge where he could have done better in the physical world. And to set that right, set that straight. It was extremely important to him that he say the words, I love you. And before we let this reading go, he said he's stepping forward again, going, that has to be the last words we leave her with. because she needs to know that I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I'm sorry I never said it here in the physical world. I didn't know that real men could say that. He's like, now I know. And I love you.
That's amazing.
I hope that was helpful.
That really was. That was interesting. I've watched you a few times and never had an opportunity to get through, and then just suddenly there I was. So that's pretty amazing.
And trust me, they were not letting you not get through. So awesome.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye. Awesome. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I don't know how many people were actually watching on here. I can't tell. I can't read that thing, but I will be back every Tuesday at noon Tuesday, and I think we're going to be doing this on YouTube from now on. And yeah, so for anybody watching, if you would like to come see me in person, I would love to have you there for my Mother's Day event. It's only $30 a person. It will be from 1 till 4 p.m. And I'm giving away gift certificates for free readings, gift certificates for half price off readings, and all the moms who come get a 15% gift certificate off. So I'm really excited to spend that afternoon delivering messages from Spirit, and it's always so fun in a group because Spirit just gets everybody laughing and crying, and it's any of you who have ever attended a group reading, it's actually quite amazing to see. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to see all of you there. So thank you for all of you who joined me on this unusual Saturday afternoon for me to go live. But thank you very much, and I will see you again on Tuesday. If I can figure out how to stop this live now. You guys get to see me make a fool of myself. How do I stop this? Yes, stop streaming. Okay.